Hello, thank you for choosing in-person instruction. We would like to let you know what's going to look different this year for in-person instruction for our ninth graders, and for our eighth graders, we would like to welcome you to our school and let you know some procedural things. We will have an opportunity at the conclusion of this video for a synchronous walk through the school with myself, Ms. Fick, or one of our other staff members who will kind of help you to get your bearings, since you will not be able to come in actually in person until next Tuesday. So in-person instruction at MB Clements, you all are a very important group because we are going to need to come together, and we're going to need to be supportive, and we're going to need to follow every guideline this year in order to make this a successful experience. We want everyone back in the building eventually. You all are the first to come back. And what we do in this first return to school with this first group of students is going to have a lot of impact on how soon everyone gets to come back. So we hope that you take our guidelines seriously, and we look forward to seeing you all on Tuesday.
Each day upon student arrival, there will be a daily health screening. Students who arrive coming from the school buses will be given their screening and have their temperatures taken as they are departing from the bus. And students who are getting dropped off in the back of the building will have their screening done while they are still in the car before they vacate. And students who pass the screenings and do not have temperatures of 100.4 or higher will be permitted to enter the buildings. Students who have come from the bus and do not pass their health screening will be asked to wait in a designated space until their parent or guardian can pick them up.
We will be sharing this year throughout the building. We will be talking about the Royal Pledge, which outlines many of the expectations for our in-person learners. It says, I pledge to stay home if I'm experiencing a cough, sore throat, or fever. I pledge to stay home if I have had close contact with a confirmed case of COVID-19 in the past 14 days. I pledge to wear a mask when 6 feet of social distancing cannot be maintained, unless not medically or developmentally appropriate. I pledge to maintain 6 feet of social distancing at all possible times. I pledge to increase hygiene practices by washing my hands frequently throughout the day, avoid touching my face, and practice coughing and sneezing into my elbow instead of using my hand. Working together, we can stay together and slow the spread of COVID-19. So this pledge will be around the building for a reminder to us all. Again, our schedule is going to be, we mentioned it before, but this is the specific times. The first semester schedule will be first period for about an hour, and then second, fourth, and sixth will be our in-person, the other times that we'll be meeting. During fourth period, we will have 5 different lunch blocks that we will assign by classrooms.
When we are in the building,
Mr. Bott, you have a call on part 2. Mr. Bott, part 2.
there are several guidelines that we need to keep in mind. We need to make sure that we are keeping 6 feet from one another, even while wearing masks. And we are strongly recommending that we all wear masks. Desks are marked to ensure that 6 feet spacing can be maintained in every classroom. We have designated pathways throughout the building, through the hallways and the stairwells, to create a one-directional path for students and faculty and staff alike to get from one place to the next in a safe way.
So our transitions in one-way traffic, we're going to have 8th grade dismissed within a 5-minute period. So their dismissal bell, they will leave class, and the 9th grade students will remain in their class. And then their tardy bell, the 8th grade tardy bell, will be the dismissal bell for the 9th grade students. And then the 9th graders will have 5 minutes to get to their class. We have blended 8th and 9th grade classes that will follow the dismissal bell by their teacher. So if your class has, some of our CTE classes have both 8th and 9th graders, they would dismiss according to which grade they are in. All students must follow the one-way directional arrows, and you will see that modeled by myself and Ms. Fick later on in this presentation. We will not have as many students in the hallway at any given time, so we will expect this to be enforced exactly as it should go. So.
In addition to the supply lists that you'll be receiving, your students will be receiving for the start of the new school year, we're asking for a few extra items to help this school year be as safe as possible. We are asking that your student come with a face mask to wear. We are asking that they bring hand sanitizer as well as baby wipes to clean their areas at the end of each class. Anytime these items need to be replenished, it's expected that parents and guardians will supply these items so that students can always be prepared at school.
So our cell phone and accessory procedures. The red zones are basically the hallways, the classrooms, restrooms, and locker rooms for obvious reasons. And you're not going to be able to use your cell phone in those places. You will not be able to have it out at those in those places. Our green zones are going to be our cafeteria. And as we walk around, if you stay on the video long enough, you'll see what the cafeteria is going to be, how it's going to be set up this year. And then the other green zone is going to be the classroom when your teacher gives you permission. Accessories, you're only allowed to have one earbud in at one time while in a green zone, and that's for safety reasons. We need to be able to communicate with you all, so that's why we want to say one earbud at a time. And earbuds are not permitted in the red zones, and speakers of any kind are not permitted.
Deliveries of food or gifts or anything else that might be delivered to school are not permitted for students.
And dismissal. Students should remain in their 6-block class until they are dismissed over the loudspeaker. Students getting picked up out back will be dismissed by grade level. 8th grade is going to be released at 2:30, while 9th grade will not be released until 2:35. The dismissal of students who ride the school bus will be staggered from 2:30 to 2:45 to ensure social distancing guidelines can be and are followed. Thank you.